chance in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Gamecocks will kick it off to get us underway. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Seminoles offense takes the field to start this game off. Give to the back. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
It's complete to the right. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Maybe a double pass. Here's the pressure. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. Got 5 wideouts spread across the field on 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Sperry. Makes the grab. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, when they're off the football, you can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Turning it on! Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
That is such a good run. I'll tell you, if you're going to put on a Seminole helmet, you better be dangerous with the ball in your hands at the running back position, right? You think back to the late, great Bobby Bowden. He was always able to recruit a difference maker at that position. He would have loved to have this guy in his offense because it feels like he can score a touchdown every single time he has the ball.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Zings it complete to the right. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players.
And the Noles have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. He's all the way down to the 3, showing it all on that run. And the Seminoles moving quickly to the line. They're going to run it. He is going nowhere as the defense is manhandling this running game.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking downfield, it's Sperry. Oh, they're after him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Oh, he missed it. No good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it. So South Carolina's offense will have its first possession of the game. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, they've proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
They'll ride the hot hand. There he goes. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. So they picked up that last first down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Pass to sticks and still on his feet. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Out of the gun, the running back has it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Davis looking to pass. Wide open downfield. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Gamecocks are threatening in the red zone. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And out of bounds right at the 12-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go on top. Makes one man miss. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
And I think that pass play was simply designed just to get him the football in space and let him do the rest. Obviously, they're not throwing that into the end zone, but they feel like they've got guys, especially at the running back position, that if you just give them an opportunity, they can make people miss and score like he did right there.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They want to run it left here. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them the first down.
We know this guy is in contention right now for the Heisman Trophy. And this late in the year, if you're going to bring that home, you've got to put up big stat games, right? Had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again today. He is turning it on late this season.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Sends it back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Berry. Unloads to the wideout. Fires and picked off. Still on his feet. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Man, this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities, mission number one, right? Every single game you go into last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the dope. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's cut. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make great. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Trying to get the edge on the right. Oh, he's got some space. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll toss it to the left. And the run is for no gain and no more time left on the clock in the first quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. Back to throw, it's Sperry. Flips it out on the screen. On his feet at the 40. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position. And the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
The Noles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's going for a big play downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Under fire. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
What a big third down stop for this defense. Man, they're in field goal range. What do? You push them out of range by getting pressure on the quarterback and, most importantly, getting that fast guy on the ground. He can make plays. He can get outside the pocket. Nice discipline, nice structure by this defense, and possibly taking points off the scoreboard.
And they can't make the connection on fourth down, and they'll turn it over. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Makes the grab over the middle.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Leaves it with the back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the Gamecocks come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Picks up the first down.
And David, on third and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's
turning it on. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Right back to the well. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Davis will throw. He's got him. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this 3rd down? He'll keep it himself. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. And the Gamecocks back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
Absolutely nowhere to go. Stretched out towards the sideline, and he just runs out of bounds.
It looked to me as if he ran out of bounds out of self-preservation. The yardage was lost. Why take the punishment?
Sometimes just live to fight another down, get on the ground, get out of bounds. Sometimes it's the right play.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's going to score. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Love the individual effort here by the wide receiver. After he has the ball, able to make people miss. You see the speed as he goes in for the touchdown.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat, trying to get behind the defense. Reels it in down the left side. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
I would love to sit here and tell you that was the greatest play call ever, and the offensive coordinator is a genius. I think that was some really bad defense.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Looking downfield, it's Sperry. Flushed out of the pocket. Unleashes to the end zone. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Florida State.
And this QB started to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. North Carolina is down right now, but that kid on the defensive side, I know this is a big statement, but he looks like a young Lawrence Taylor. Do not rule out a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Clemson. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Back to pass on 2nd down. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack 1st down, just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Makes the grab. It's Smith. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. The Gamecocks decide to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. He's got great speed. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Dropping back, it's Sperry. The sure hands, it's Davis. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. We want many guys swarming with the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
The Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's McCoy. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast. He's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the snap.
He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, no!
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point is good. They took it 68 yards on that drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Davis looking to pass. Fires to the big fella. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the 1st down at the 41. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Wide receiver going in motion. Looks as if he's going to run it. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The offense will quickly use a timeout. They run the reverse. Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a loss of 7. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense, they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in Tallahassee going on. And it's been a hard-fought battle today. 2 teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable 1st half. Seems to me, and I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, the team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one celebrating a well-earned victory today. And with that, let's send it back to our guys at Bobby Bowden Field.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Davis will throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. And the Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
This offense not wasting any time. First play of the third quarter, and they're aggressive, taking a shot. You know they had some conversations in the locker room at halftime. How can we get a big one right out of the gate? The defense isn't going to be expecting it. They took the shot. They hit it.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And that one will put them up here in the second half.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Throws to the wideout. With the catch, it's Gibson. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield on first down. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The offense lining up for a first down play. From the gun. Just a short pass to the tight end. Snowed under by the defense. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Caught near the sticks. It's Booker. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
This guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a...
There he goes! Ripping through the defense. He's got 98 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. The Seminoles want to pick up the tempo. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
Back's got it. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. 4th and goal from the 3. Let's see what this offense can dial up from here. To the air, it's Sperry. Going for 6. Touchdown, Seminoles! The offense cashing it in on that drive. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. TCU is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today...
And he loses the ball deep in his own end. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they'll steal a possession. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Florida State.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Looking for blockers. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Davis looking to pass. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm thinking about chipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because he cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
Going to swing it on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Jacobs. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. From the gun, wants to pass. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense has it the wrong move. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They have it once again in spectacular field position, cashed in the last time, and even better this time around. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Here's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'll get back to throwing the ball.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And the Seminoles are threatening on first and goal. Trying to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, no! The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And they stay on target with the extra point of 35-21. Quick strike offense on that replay scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They've got it first and 10 from the 25. Going to the running game. Breaks into the open. Past the 50. He's at the 30. The 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown Gamecocks. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. He might want another play. They'll go to the toss. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Still running at the 40. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Sperry. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. He wants to throw it again. Quickly out to the tight end. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive game.
Caught near the sticks. It's Davis. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Seminoles. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address and do something different.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So a drive there of 85 yards. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
South Carolina, 28.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. This drive will open from the 15. Off play action on 1st down. That's caught. It's Smith.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll give it to him again. Got a little space. Turning it on. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. They want to run this quarterback. Turning on the Jets. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Gamecocks in the hurry up. On the run, it's Davidson. Smashes through the tackle. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? To the ground with the back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Berry. Makes the grab on the left. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
And obviously, if you're going to be in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy, you got to be putting out big stat games week in, week out. He's been doing it all season long and obviously had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again here today in a game where a lot of Heisman Trophy voters, they're watching this one.
The give to the back. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it.
But with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Oh, looked upfield too soon and dropped the football, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Bringing the heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Noles will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up run over, and the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
Catch in the middle, it's Smith. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. That's what tight ends are supposed to do. Just have people bouncing off them like spitballs off a battleship.
And when you're a defense, you got to understand, we got to swarm to the football because these big dudes, they break tackles and they can get loose if we're not tackling with multiple guys. Nice effort by the big fella.
And the Gamecocks send out the punt unit. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Might be changing the route. The give and tick, 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 tick. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. The give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Leaves it with the back.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
And the Seminoles come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to